Good evening.
Good evening. You are welcome to our classes again. Um, so before we start, let's just give like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's start by 8:10. Let's start by 8:10. Let's wait for others to join the call. So I will be calling on us to introduce ourselves and tell us where we are joining the call from. So I will start from Mr. A Kong. Mr. Ekong, please unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and tell us where you are joining us from. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Anifiok Ekong, and I am joining in from Akwa Ibom State.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Wow, you are welcome. You are welcome. All the way from Aqua Cross. You are welcome. So
Yes, so Aqua Cross.
I can see Mr.
Thank
Oba.
you.
I'm sorry if I pronounce the name wrongly. Obajuwon. Mr. Obajuwon, please unmute yourself and tell us where you are joining in from. Mr. Obajuwon, can you hear us?
Good
Okay.
evening, everyone.
Good
My name
evening.
is Benjamin Olatunde from Ogun State.
Okay. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome. I can see my Oga on the call. I can see my Oga, the team lead for Smart Farm Initiative. Please let's give him some reaction. Let's give him some reaction. I already seen him. I don't need to introduce him. Please let's give him thumbs up. Sir, you are welcome to our call. We are so happy to have you in our presence, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Oh, I think he's having a bit of issues with his audio. Sir, can you hear us? All right. So I will do a bit of recap before others join in from what we did last week. So we started a class on integrated nutrient management. Our awesome facilitator, she told us so many
Thank you
things
for
last
having
week.
me. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So our awesome facilitator, she educated us on so many things. That was last week. She told us that integrated nutrient management is an holistic and sustainable way to maintain soil fertility. And apart from that, she also told us how basic nutrients dey move in the plant. We have both mobile and immobile elements. That is, some elements are mobile, they easily move within the body of the plant, while some elements they are immobile, that is, they don't move easily. And she also made mention of nutrient antagonism and nutrient synergy, telling us that some nutrients will inhibit the availability of other nutrients, while some nutrients they will promote the availability of other nutrients. My key takeaway was the four steward of nutrients, that is the right time, the right place. Can we all hear me? Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. So today we are going to continue from where she stopped. Today is the part two of the class on integrated nutrient management. So I will call on my honorable facilitator, Mrs. Taofikat. I will call on her for she to deliver the class. So she needs no further introduction. Please, let's give thumbs up for our facilitator, Miss Taofikat. Please, let's give a thumb up for her. Let's
So, good evening, everybody.
good evening,
Yeah.
ma.
So, Mr. Ogaga already done a recap of what he did last week, Saturday. So, today we'll be discussing nutrient deficiency. Next slide. Mr. Ogaga,
I've changed
thank
it.
you. So, when they say nutrient deficiency, what that is just saying is that the amount available, the amount the plant is uptaking is not up to what the plant actually requires. So we have toxicity and we have deficiency. So we'll work more with deficiency. Toxicity will be a topic for another day. So when they say something is deficient, that is, it is not enough. So classification of nutrients. Plants requires 17 essential nutrient elements for normal growth, development, and reproduction. The essential nutrients are then classified into the basic nutrients, which are the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Then they are gotten from air and water. Then we have the macronutrients needed in large quantity. Then the micronutrients, which are needed in smaller quantity. I hope you all can hear me. Okay, thank you. So, um, basic nutrients, that is the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, they make up 95% of the plant's dry matter. So the macronutrients, which are needed in larger quantity, they are also subdivided into the primary macronutrients and the secondary macronutrients. So for the primary, we have the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Then for the second, we have the calcium, magnesium, and sulfur. Then for the micronutrients, which are needed in smaller quantity, but are essential for enzyme function and metabolic regulation. They are the iron, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum, chlorine, and nickel. Next slide. Mr. Gaga, next slide, please.
I've moved it to the next slide.
So, nutrient deficiency. How to define a deficiency? So, the first thing you do is you observe the signs and symptoms of leaves on the basic location, like you observe your older leaf and your younger leaf. Then the second thing is you check for necrosis. Then necrosis is just death of plant cell, particular plant cell. Then we have chlorosis. Chlorosis is yellowing of our leaf, on the leaf. So you check for both necrosis and chlorosis on both the older leaf and the younger leaf, not just the younger leaf or not just the older leaf. You check for the two. Then you check your leaf margins. Leaf margins are just the veins, the lines on our leaf. That's our leaf margin. So you check on it too. Then you check your plant stage before diagnosing deficiency, because several deficiency comes in different stage. What this is saying is that deficiency comes at different stage. So you have to know, is it during vegetative state? Is it during flowering stage? Those are things you consider before you can actually say, oh, so deficiency. So what are the impacts of deficiency on our plant health? Number one, it reduces your plant growth and development, just like normal human being that they say you have kwashiorkor, you have malnutrition when you are not eating well. Same thing. You will not grow and you will not develop. Then it also reduces photosynthesis and energy production, mostly those that have chlorosis as a symptoms, because it will change the color of your leaf from green to yellow. And it is this chlorophyll that is actually responsible for the photosynthesis of our plant. So poor flowering, pollination, and fruit setting. Then it also reduce the yield and the quality of whatever you are getting from the plant. Then it will increase susceptibility to pest and disease, just like normal human being. When you are not eating healthy, you tend to fall sick at any time. Frequently, you tend to fall sick. So the same thing for plants too. Then it delays maturity and seed formation. Then it causes many fungus growth or necrosis. Next slide, please. So the first one deficiency we'll be talking about is nitrogen. What are the functions of nitrogen? Nitrogen forms amino acid, which are the building blocks of protein essential for plant growth and structure. Then it is a major component of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is just the pigmentation in our leaf, then enabling plants to capture sunlight for photosynthesis. Then nitrogen is also part of nucleic acid, supporting cell division and genetic development. It promotes vigorous vegetative growth. Then nitrogen also enhance enzyme and hormone formation, which regulates vital activities. All this function is telling us that nitrogen is a very crucial element for our plants because number one, they are the major component of chlorophyll. In the absence of chlorophyll, your plant will not be able to undergo photosynthesis. And if your plant is not undergoing photosynthesis, your plant will die naturally. So, what are now the signs of the deficiency? Number one thing you'll notice is chlorosis, that is yellowing, and it will start from the tip and along the midrib of older leaf. The deficiency starts from the older leaf. Why? It is mobile. We said it in the last class that deficiency of mobile elements is different from where they start from is different from the one for the immobile elements. So another thing you will notice after chlorosis, starting from the tip of your leaf, then along the midrib of older leaf, then you notice pale green to yellow color, weak and stunted growth of the plant. Then your leaf will start dropping at an early stage. That's senescence, that's dying off. Then reduced flowering and fruit size. Then it also delays maturity. When your plant is stunted, it will have slow growth. It will not mature fast. Next slide. So the next one is phosphorus. The function of phosphorus, Mr. Gaga, next slide, please. Thank you. Phosphorus is for energy transfer. That is ATP is just adenosine triphosphate formation. Then it promotes strong root growth and early root formation, helps young plants establish quickly. For nitrogen, now we are knowing what each element is meant for. So nitrogen, we know that mostly is for our vegetation in our plant. For this phosphorus now, it's what aids good root growth and establishment of our plants, right? Then phosphorus also enhance flower initiation, fruit and seed development, improving yield quality. So we also know that phosphorus now is also responsible for flowering, fruiting and seed development in our plants. It plays a role in photosynthetic reaction and energy metabolism, aiding efficient use of sunlight. Then phosphorus is also a vital for DNA and RNA synthesis, supporting new cell formation and overall plants. Most of us, if not all of us, know what DNA does in human being. Same thing with plants too. Then it helps in early plant maturity, which is especially important for short season crops. Then what are the signs of the deficiency? Number one thing is you will notice stunted growth. The plant will grow slower and appear dwarfed due to poor energy transfer and weak root system. When the roots that are supposed to carry almost all the weight of your plant is weak, the plant will not grow. It will not grow because the roots that are supposed to carry the weight is not healthy. It cannot carry it. So it will not grow. It just remain in the same size. Then older leaf may develop a dark green, bluish or purplish coloration, especially on the underside due to accumulation of anthocyanin pigmentation. Then there's delay in maturity, also poor root development, then low yield, then weak stem. Next slide. So the next slide is showing a picture of both nitrogen deficiency and phosphorus deficiency. So to my right, the two pictures are showing nitrogen deficiency. You will notice on the, I don't know if the picture is that clear, but you will notice some patches of like the green is not bright on some parts. If you check the lower picture, you will see yellowish color, and sorry, it's on the older leaf, like what's it called? The leaves that are closer to the roots down to the last leaf on the lower picture is still bright green. Those are the young leaf. But this other one where the arrow is exactly, so they are the older leaf. That's why the symptoms is more visible on it than then the other one on my right is phosphorus deficiency. You can see the purple color on it. So that's phosphorus deficiency. Next slide. So we'll be moving on to potassium. Potassium activates over 60 enzymes that regulate photosynthesis, respiration, and starch formation. Just note. It controls the opening and closing of the stomata. The stomata is the opening on your plant that allows movement of air, transpiration, evapotranspiration, just like our skin. The pores in our skin, same thing with stomata in plants. Helping plant to regulate water loss and gas exchange. Then it enhances carbon dioxide fixation and sugar formation, improving energy production in leaf. Then it also facilitates movement of sugar, amino acid, and other metabolites from leaf to storage organ, especially for tuber crops, root crops, then fruity what's it called? Fruity vegetables. Where the sugar or the amino acid are being formed is not the actual storage organ. So they have to transport from one point to another, just like the way where our blood is coming from in the body is not where we have to circulate it around. Same thing with this. So potassium helps to facilitate the movement of the sugar, the amino acid to whatever part of the plant that actually requires it. So with that, we should be at least at the back of our mind, we should be knowing some signs of the deficiency already. Then it boosts fruit size, colors, taste, and shelf life. That is, it increases starch content in tubers and sugar in fruit. Then it enhances plants tolerant to drought, frost, salinity, and certain disease by strengthening cell wall and osmotic regulation. So the deficiency signs, any anything that has to do with photosynthesis, anything that actually takes part in photosynthesis, one of the symptoms that you will notice when it is deficient, you will always notice chlorosis. Just add that at the back of your mind. You will notice chlorosis. So it now depends on where the chlorosis starts from, which type of chlorosis that will not be like, oh, this is nitrogen, this is phosphorus, this is potassium, this is this. But for anything that actually contribute to photosynthesis, one of the major signs you will see is chlorosis for their deficiency. So for this one, the yellowing starts at the leaf margin, that is the edges of the older leaf, while veins remain green, marginal chlorosis. Then stems become weak and may fall easily due to reduced turgor and poor lignification. Then fruits may also be small, poorly colored, and less sweet. Part of movement of sugar, amino acid, and stuff. This is what contributes to these deficiency signs that you are seeing. Then leaf wilt easily and recover after water stress becomes slow. Then overall stunted growth due to poor carbohydrate translocation, sugar for energy. Then yellowed margin may turn brown and dry out, giving a burnt color. Then for calcium, Mr. Ogaga.
Sorry.
So for calcium is for strengthening of our cell wall, of the plant cell wall, sorry, and formation. Then essential for the growth of root tips and young shoot tissue. That is responsible for new cell formation and also strengthening of the cell wall. Then it helps maintain membrane structure, improving nutrient uptake and reduces leakage of cell content. Then calcium acts as a messenger in signal transduction, helping plants respond to heat, drought, and stress, just like our nervous system. Calcium acts like one in plants. Then helps neutralize toxic level of certain minerals like aluminium and sodium in acidic soil. So calcium is a liming material. Have that at the back of your mind. So it enhances firmness, reduces fruit cracking, and improves shelf life, especially important in tomatoes, peppers, and leafy vegetables. Then what are the deficiencies? From the function, we should already know that it reduces fruit cracking. So when it is deficient, you know that you have fruit cracking. Then when your cell wall is the reason for the fruit cracking, just that when the cell wall is not strong enough, any small stress it will crack. Then depth of growing points, that is the meristem necrosis, the tip of your plant, it will die off. Where your plant is supposed to start increasing and growing, it will die off. Then leaf tip burn or marginal burn, the tip of your plant of your leaf, it will start getting brown, it will start burn, you see signs of burn on it. Then blossom end rot in tomatoes and pepper. At the blossom end of your fruit, you will start noticing some round black patches like that. Then roots become short, stubby, or brown. Then at the end of the day, the root tip dies prematurely. Then leaf may appear wrinkled, hooked, cup or twisted. We know that our the normal structure of our leaf, but when you have calcium deficiency, it will take different form. It can be in cupped shape, it might be in hook shape, it might become wrinkled or twisted. Then fruit disorder. Next slide. So this is just a picture of the deficiency. So the first one on my right, on my left, sorry, is the potassium deficiency. Then the other one, this tomato fruit, this brownish black stuffs under the tomato fruit is the blossom end rot. And it's not only in tomato. It affects peppers too, both bell pepper, habanero, anything that has fruits and there's calcium deficiency on it, you will notice it. And it is on the bottom, not at the side, not on the top. So next slide, please. So the next one is we are working with magnesium. So the function of magnesium, it sits at the center of chlorophyll molecule, making it essential for photosynthesis and energy capture. Then it also activates many enzymes involved in carbohydrate metabolism, phosphate transfer, and protein synthesis. Then magnesium is also required for ATP activation, forming magnesium ATP complex, which powers almost all cellular reactions. Then it helps in the synthesis and translocation of photosynthesis, that's the sugar, from leaves to the roots to the fruits and to the developing parts. They need energy. So the next one is plays a role in stabilizing ribosome and balancing other nutrients like potassium and calcium in plants. Then it's adequate magnesium enhance starch formation, oil content in oilseed crop and overall yield. Our oilseed crop are the castor, soybean, groundnut oil and so on and so forth. So for the deficiency, since it contributes to photosynthesis, you will notice chlorosis, but the chlorosis for magnesium is intraveinal. That is, you see it between the veins, the leaf vein. Then yellow in between veins, while the main vein will be green, but in between veins you will notice yellowish color. Then leaf molting, that is irregular yellow, light green or reddish purple pattern depending on the crop. You will see your plant, it will be giving you kampala or adire pattern instead of it to be green in color. Then your leaf will drop prematurely. Then weak stem and slow growth due to poor energy transfer. Then it reduces sugar movement. Then your fruit feelings, especially for like bell pepper that are sweet, you will notice that next time you eat some bell pepper and they will be bitter because there is no sugar movement from the place of synthesis to the actual storage place. Then it increases susceptibility to stress. Next slide. Sulfur. So what is the function of sulfur? Sulfur is a key part of amino acid like cysteine and methionine, making it essential for protein synthesis. So all these amino acids are for protein synthesis. Then it also supports chlorophyll production and enhance photosynthesis. We should know, we notice chlorosis in our deficiency. Then plays a role in several enzymes responsible for metabolism and energy production. Then it is crucial for vitamin, example vitamin B and essential oil, especially in oil crop like onion, garlic, onion and seed. Then it also play roles. It enhances nitrogen fixation by improving nodule formation in leguminous plants. We know our leguminous plants, our groundnuts, our beans, they have the ability to fix nitrogen. So sulfur is part of the nutrient element that actually enhance the fixation of the nitrogen. Then it also boosts flavor, aroma, protein content, and overall crop quality. So the deficiency, uniform yellowing of young leaf. This is also young leaf. Others has been older leaf, older leaf, older leaf, chlorosis of the older leaf, chlorosis of the older leaf, with that intervenal chlorosis. But for sulfur, it is uniform. I think the last one we talked about, magnesium, I guess, is the one that has leaf molting, irregular yellowing. But for sulfur, it has uniform yellowing of young leaf. Looks similar to nitrogen deficiency, but occur first on younger leaf because sulfur is immobile. We know for nitrogen, we said nitrogen, you will notice it in older leaf first because they are mobile. But for sulfur, the only difference between sulfur and nitrogen deficiency is that because sulfur is immobile, you will notice it first on the younger leaf. Then they also have stunted growth, tiny spiny stem. That is, the stem will be very weak and slender. Then delayed maturity, reduced tillering. That is in cereal crops like our maize, millet, sorghum. You will notice that there are fewer shoots, that's reduction in tillering. Then lower oil and protein content, particularly in oilseed. You know, it says it boosts flavor, aroma, protein content, and overall crop quality. So the deficiency. So this is just a picture. The one on my left is the first one is magnesium deficiency. You see that irregular patches of yellow. Some are deep, some are light. Also has like brown patches also, different color. This is for magnesium. But for this, which is sulfur, you notice everything like the shade of what's it called? The shade of yellow is uniform. Those some of it has other color patches like brown patches, but the yellow is not that one has lighter yellow, darker yellow. Everything is uniform. All the parts has the chlorosis. Not that there are still some green parts on the what's it called? Thank you, Mr. Ogaga. So everything is yellow. Not that some are green. Not that this one is green, this one is yellow, this one is green, this one is yellow, like magnesium. It is all yellow. That's uniformity in yellow. Next slide. So we are moving on to iron. Iron is essential for the formation of chlorophyll, even though it is not part of chlorophyll molecule. It drives the enzyme that builds chlorophyll. Then iron is part of key protein, cytochromes and ferredoxin, that transfer electron during photosynthesis, participate in cellular respiration processes in mitochondria, helping plants convert sugar into energy, activate enzyme involved in nitrogen fixation, nitrate reduction, and sulfur metabolism. Then it also supports the synthesis of important plant hormone and overall metabolic balance. See, most of these, if you notice from when I was explaining micronutrients, I said it contributes more to what's it called? It contributes more to metabolic regulation and enzyme function. And if you've noticed, starting from what's it called? Starting from iron, most of them they are enzyme, they contribute to enzyme, metabolic reaction, that's mainly their function. So the deficiency of iron, intervenal chlorosis on the young leaf because it is immobile. Leaf turn yellow or pale but vein remain green. Start on young leaf because iron is immobile in plants. There's another deficiency that also acts similar what's it called sign, but because it is mobile, you will notice it on older leaf. I think you all know that because I already stated it earlier. So go and check your notes and check for the differences. So the iron has another element has similar deficiency with iron, just that the other element is from older leaf while iron is from younger leaf. Then you notice severe chlorosis, that is your leaf will almost turn whitish in color. Then iron deficiency slow down photosynthesis, reducing plant figure. Then I want to say another thing before I forget. Anything that causes like any nutrient elements that has chlorosis as a symptom, just know that the photosynthetic rate of that particular plant will reduce. And when the photosynthetic rate reduces, that is the plant is not able to feed, exchange energy, undergo feeding process, it will not grow. So you know that stunted growth will still be part of it. Then poor fruit set and low yield, especially noticeable in fruiting vegetables. Then in extreme deficiency, you notice leaf necrosis, that is your leaf will die. Then dead patches may appear when chlorosis is prolonged. Next slide. So we have copper as the next element. So copper is a key component of many enzymes involved in redox reaction, including polyphenol oxidase and lactase. So it is also essential for photosynthetic electron transfer. Then it supports chlorophyll formation and stability. Then it's also part of enzyme involved in plant respiration and energy production. Copper is critical for lignin synthesis, which strengthens cell walls and improve disease resistance. It helps in pollen formation and so on and so forth. So what are the signs of deficiency? Growing tip die back due to weak lignification. That is your growing point, it will die. Then twisted, wilting or pale young leaf. Young leaves may become pale, limp, twisted or rolled. They will become rolled. Then yellowing between veins, especially on younger leaves. All these elements that has deficiency on younger leaf, just has it at the back of your mind that they are immobile. Then delayed flowering, poor seed or fruit setting due to reduced pollen viability. Then excess vegetative growth with weak stem, because they will not be able to produce flower, they will not be able to move from vegetative stage to flowering stage. So they will just be giving you more of leaf and you're not doing leafy vegetable. So gummy in fruits in some crops, example is citrus, our orange may show gum formation in fruits. So when you have deficiency of copper in your fruits, in some of the fruits like the orange family, the tangerine, the lemon, this, you notice that your fruit will start having this gummy nature. It's have gum nature, which is not supposed to be. Next slide. So this is just a pictorial representation of the deficiencies. The other one on my right is the copper deficiency, where the first one is iron deficiency. So this is iron and the other one is copper deficiency. Next slide. So manganese, the function, it is a key component of the oxygen evolving complex in photosystem. So photosystem to help split water molecule, releasing oxygen and driving photosynthesis. We all know that water molecule combine hydrogen and oxygen. So the function of manganese, it will split the water molecule, that is hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, to split it into oxygen and hydrogen. Then it activates many important enzymes involved in nitrogen metabolism, homosynthesis, and carbohydrate metabolism. Then it also indirectly contributes to chlorophyll formation. Although it is not part of chlorophyll, it plays a major role in maintaining chlorophyll content and growiness. So it also contributes to lignin formation and disease resistance. Then it helps convert nitrates to ammonium. Then what are the deficiency? It interveinal chlorosis on young to recently mature leaf. Then we have grey or brown necrotic spots, manganese specific. You see small dead spots around appear within chlorotic area. Somebody is raising his or her hand. Okay. So we have weak photosynthesis resulting in slow growth. Overall reduced figure due to poor oxygen evolution in photosystem 2. Then leaf coiling or crinkling. That is when it gets to the severe stage, your leaf will start coiling. Then delayed maturity and reduced yield, particularly in cereal, vegetables, and legumes. Next slide. The next element is zinc. Zinc is a key component of many enzymes involved in metabolism for protein synthesis and energy production. For all the micronutrients we have been discussing so far, they are all components in one way or the other of enzyme, protein synthesis, energy production, and other metabolic actions. So, essential for producing auxin, which regulates, auxin is an hormone, which regulates stem elongation, leaf expansion, and root development. It also plays a role in chloroplast structure, photosynthesis, efficiency, and so on and so forth. Then the deficiency, they reduce the stem elongation and leaf due to impaired auxin production. Then yellowing between leaf vein, especially on younger leaf. Then leaf become narrow, small, thickened, and rosette shape. Rosette is zobo. It will start having zobo. Those of us that have seen zobo before, like the zobo leaf, the way it used to be. Then bronzing or brown patches, irregular necrotic spots may appear. Then delayed maturity, poor fruit development and reduced tillering or branching in cereal. Next slide. So this is just the picture. For manganese, yes, for manganese, this is what they are, the brown spots. These brown spots are the necrosis spots, the necrotic spots that they are talking about. These brown patches. Then the other one is for zinc. Next slide. Then boron. Boron is essential for building strong cell wall and maintaining structural integrity. It helps in the movement of sugar from leaf to growing parts, fruit, and then critical for pollen formation. It supports root elongation and overall root health, maintains stability of cell membrane, and also reduces stress. Then it aids in forming protein and utilizing nitrogen efficiently. Then the deficiency, poor flowering and low fruit set. Then death of your apical meristem, your growing point. Then thick, brittle or cracked leaf. Leaf becomes stiff, distorted or develop crack. You now notice your leaf is cracking. Not that insect is boring hole on it. Your leaves are cracking. Boron is responsible for that. Then internal bronzing of in fruits and tubers for our tubers, or when you for tuber crops or for our fruity vegetable, when you dissect it, you will notice that you start noticing bronze color inside your fruit, like brown spots inside the fruit. Then you will notice short, swollen or cocky roots. You see how short your roots and thick and robust your roots will be. Next slide. So molybdenum, the function of molybdenum, it is a key component of nitrate reductase and nitrogenase. The nitrate reductase and nitrogenase are enzymes responsible for converting nitrate to ammonium and also fixing nitrogen into legume. So for the nitrate reductase, is the one that converts nitrate to ammonium. Then the nitrogenase, it fixes atmospheric nitrogen in legumes. Then formation and functioning of root nodules for efficiency in biotic nitrogen fixation. That one's This second function is in leguminous plants. Then molybdenum assists enzyme that helps in sulfur containing amino acid synthesis. It contributes to the production of plant hormone, flower immunization and seed formation. Then the deficiency, your leaf become narrow, deform and strap like. Lamina fails to expand properly. That's why your leaf is becoming narrow, and that's the major symptoms of molybdenum deficiency. Then poor nodulation in legumes, spotting or interveinal chlorosis with marginal scorching in severe case, and it also reduce flowering and poor seed set. Next slide. Then so this lower picture is the bronzing that I'm saying in fruit, that when you open your fruit for boron deficiency, this brown, Mr. Ogaga, I don't know if you can help me move the mouse a bit closer on it so that they will see. So this brownish color on the fruit, the lower left side, that's the bronzing for boron deficiency in your fruit. So next slide, we have little time left. Chlorine, it's the major function of chlorine is it maintains osmotic and ionic balances. Then it improves the growth and development of our roots. Then it enhances nutrient transport. Then what are the deficiency? Temporary wilting, your leaf will start dropping and so on and so forth. So we have some nutrient deficiency that are similar to plant diseases. Example, we have the nitrogen deficiency, sulfur deficiency, magnesium deficiency, and iron deficiency. They are similar to aphid infestation, white flies infestation, root knot nematode, then mosaic viruses. Then we have phosphorus deficiency, also similar to early root rot, magnesium and potassium deficiency similar to spider mites, early blight, bacterial leaf spot and thrips. Mr. Ogaga, please can you help me share the screen?
Okay.
I'm complaining that they are not seeing the screen. No.
Okay. Okay, I'll work on that now. Somebody's mic is on. Please, if your mic is on, mute your mic so that we can hear the session properly. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, the screen is up.
Okay.
So I said we have some deficiency that look similar to, I think somebody asked this question in one of our classes here, that there are some deficiencies that look similar to diseases. Mr. Ogaga, please let me go to the 26th slide
Okay.
because of our time. The tables of similarities of deficiency and, so there are some deficiencies that actually look similar. Yeah, okay. So this is example. We have the purple or reddish leaf is a symptoms. Phosphorus deficiency has it as a symptoms. Then viral stress and early root rot also has it as a deficiency. How does this disease mimic the nutrient deficiency? Pathogen restricts root growth, causing anthocyanin accumulation, which leads to decoloration. Then what are the key? You now know that, oh, this is phosphorus deficiency and not early root rot. Phosphorus deficiency appears in cold or wet soil. Number one, if your soil is not cold or wet and you are having these symptoms, you know that, oh, it cannot be phosphorus. Number two is that diseases shows wilting and root discoloration. That is, your plant will wilt. It is not part of the deficiency symptoms of phosphorus. Then your root discoloration, we know the normal color of our roots. It will give you another color because of the accumulation of this anthocyanin. Then we also have magnesium and calcium. This is brown spots or blotches or lesion. Then it is similar to fungi leaf spots, that is octaneral leaf spots, septotoral leaf spots or bacterial leaf spots. Then the pathogens causes necrotic tissue similar to deficiency. That's why it has, for our bacterial spots, we have brown necrosis patches on our leaf too. Then how do you now differentiate it? The disease shows concentric ring. Concentric doesn't mean the pattern of our fingerprints. So the necrosis for the diseases for the alternaria, septotora or bacterial leaf spot, when you check the necrosis, the brown patches, you will notice like ring pattern on it. Then it will be water soaked. It's when you touch it, it will be as if water is in it. Then deficiency lacks distinct border. Deficiency doesn't have that pattern. When you have magnesium deficiency or calcium deficiency, it doesn't have that pattern. You just see the necrosis, the patches on it. It doesn't have the pattern. Then we have magnesium and potassium. It's similar to thrips, spider mites, early blight, and bacterial leaf spots. Then the difference is potassium deficiency shows uniform marginal bond. That is, in potassium deficiency, everything will be uniform. All the tip will have bond. Not that one side will be bond, the other side will not have bond. Then the pest may make irregular speckles. Speckles are also similar to that brown spot, bronzing. Then disease creates ringed spots. So this is just ways for you to differentiate that, oh, this is disease and not deficiency. This is pest infestation and not deficiency. Thank you very much for attending today's class. So we will start entertaining questions now. Thank you, everybody.
Please, a round of applause for Miss Teofika. Please, let's give her our onion. Let's give her some reactions. Let's thank her for improving our knowledge on various nutrient deficiency. Hope we can all hear me. Let's give her reactions. Okay, okay. Please, let's give her more reactions. Let's thank her. Let's give her some flowers. Let's show her some love. So thank you so much, Mr. Ofikad, for an amazing session. Thank you for enlightening us on various nutrient deficiencies. Um, please, is there any question? If you have any question, please raise up your hand. While for those that have missed our previous session, you can go to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel name is Sustainable Youth Led Agronomy Knowledge Transfer. Just go to YouTube and you can watch our previous sessions. Even this one, we are going to upload it on the channel in case you missed it. So I can see Mr. Usman. Mr. Usman is raising up his hand. So you can unmute your mic and ask your question. Mr.
Thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. So my question is, can you please shed more light on nutrient mobility and how it relates to nutrient deficiency, like deficiency symptoms? Thank you.
Okay, I think Mr. Osman was not in our previous class, so I expect the question. So for nutrient mobility, right, it just explains how our nutrients moves from the probably your soil to the root to the stem and stuff like that. And it is said that we have the mobile nutrients and the immobile nutrients, right? So for the mobile nutrients, the spots where you will notice their deficiency, where you first notice their deficiency are on older plants for mobile nutrients, because the plant and the nutrients moves from the older to the younger leaf very fast because they are mobile. But for immobile nutrients, you will notice the deficiency on the younger leaf because the nutrients are like they cannot move, like the movement are restricted. Even if they move in a slower pace. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So the movement, I think in the last class we were talking about nutrient movement, steps involved in nutrient movement, and I talked about nutrient uptake, the transport of the nutrient within the plant, both the short distance transport and the long distance transport. Then we talked about the mobility, then we talked about the remobilization. So all these steps in all these nutrient uptake, transport, mobility and remobilization sorry please, are the way in which our plants obtain the essential nutrients that are absorbed, transported, or redistributed within the plant to support growth and development. So all these nutrient uptake they work hand in hand. So when you have nutrients in your there are some situations that is not that your plant is what is it called? It's not that the nutrient is actually deficient. It's just that your plant is unable to uptake it. And that's why nutrient uptake is the first step in nutrient movement. I don't know if that answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay. So I can see Mr. Okay.
Any other person?
Yeah, someone is raising up his hand. Someone's mic is
Mr. Benjamin is raising up his hand. Please unmute your mic and ask your question. We have less than 9 minutes to end the class.
Thank you so much for the teaching. My question is one. During the class, you made mention of calcium, boron, and copper. They strengthen the
Yes,
cell wall of the plants. So I don't know if
yes.
calcium, there's a deficiency of calcium, can it be replaced with boron or copper?
No. If, for instance, now, I said for calcium deficiency, right, you will notice fruit cracking and blossom end rot, right, for deficiency symptoms of calcium. If you use boron, boron will not cure your end rot. It will not, sorry, it will not correct your end rot. It will not correct your what's it called, fruit cracking, because even though it contributes to cell wall strengthening or cell wall formation, it is not the major. Like I think there are some elements that I think is in manganese that actually contribute to chlorophyll formation, but it is not a major. It's not a major factor. I don't know how to explain it for you because of the time. I don't know if you are trying to get what I'm saying. Mr. Gaga, please let me go to the slide to the boron deficiency slide.
Okay.
But there's one thing I think for I know of um a decanine product like that actually has both the combination of calcium and boron.
And
Okay, so this boron deficiency, poor flowering or low fruit set, right? Then cracked stem and root. The cracking in the stem and the crack of boron is not on your fruit, it is on your stem and on your root. Then it will bronze, it will give you brown color inside your fruit. For what is it called? For calcium deficiency, your fruit your fruit like this, it will be the one to crack. You see your habanero, you see cracking on your habanero. You see your bell pepper, it will crack. That one is calcium. And you will notice what is it called, end rot. But all these things, they are minor, they are micronutrients, they are not major. Boron is not major, it is not a major nutrient. It is not a major nutrient. Calcium is a macronutrient. It is a major nutrient. I don't know if you can get to differentiate that.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. Any other question? Usman Ibihemi is raising his hand.
You've answered my question, ma.
Okay, sorry. I'm still seeing the notification that you're raising your hand. Is
Oh,
there
it's
another
been
person? Is there another person that wants to ask question? Please feel free to ask your question. And if because of time you could not ask the question, you can check for my contact at the last what's it called, page of the slide. You can contact me, then we can discuss better.
omo.
Uh, Hi, Gaza. I'm dead.
Yes, your question, please.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, sorry, I have to excuse myself during the class. I want to ask a question, but I think it's not part of this class, but I just want to know because in our farm, we have tomato farm. So after during the rotting stage, it was affected with bacterial weight. Are you with me, man?
See, sorry, the question is going to take long. The class is going to end now. So just copy my number. The first number is my WhatsApp number. So you can send me a message on WhatsApp, then we'll discuss the question. Because of the time, the class is going to end now.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so just you can screenshot the page and just take the number, then give
All right,
me a message on WhatsApp. So we'll talk later. So
all right.
thank you everybody for attending today's class. So next week, Saturday, same time, 8 p.m. We will be having another section. Another person will facilitate the class. Please let's try as much as possible to attend. Thank you very much for your attendance. God bless you. Have a nice weekend and have a good night's rest. So the channel name is sustainable. Mr. Gaga, me to answer.
Hey, my mark is back.